Welcome to Beyond the Burrs, the podcast where precision meets performance. Brought to you by Able Electropolishing. In each episode, we explore the hidden challenges, innovations, and breakthroughs behind metal finishing, fasteners, and the critical components that keep the world running. Whether you're an engineer, manufacturer, or just fascinated by what makes modern industry tick, we'll take you beyond the burrs and into the science of a perfect finish.
Welcome. I'm Pat Dunnigan, and I'm here with Scott Potter, the Vice President of Sales for Able Electropolishing. Able is a 71-year-old family-owned company in Chicago that pioneered the commercial application of a process known as electropolishing. And today, Able is the world's largest electropolishing specialist. Hi, Scott.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Why don't you begin by telling us what we need to know about electropolishing? What is electropolishing?
Well, it's a reverse plating process. Most people have dealt with plating in their finishing history, but electropolishing is the reverse polarity. We electrochemically remove the outer skin of metal. And what we do is we're improving micro-inch finish, we're deburring the parts, adding corrosion resistance, giving a decorative finish, all in one step.
So today we're focused on electropolishing for fasteners, bolts, screws, nuts, often a very tiny part, but a lot of big parts wouldn't work without them. Why are fasteners important, and what kind of fasteners does Able finish?
Well, they're very important because they hold together intricate machinery, equipment, everything from semiconductor to bridges, and they serve a very important purpose, and they have to be able to endure longevity in environmental situations. So they are very important in many structures.
What are some examples of the types of fasteners that Able finishes?
We do all kinds of hex head cap screws, slotted screws. The designs of the heads over the years have gotten a lot more complex, but do a lot of hex head cap screws probably are number one.
And what kind of equipment are they going into?
They use them in bridges, they use them in construction, they use them in automotive applications, and from everything from automobiles to trucks to fire trucks. A lot of examples where they need multiple benefits from a process like ours.
Have you seen a lot of changes in the way fasteners are made or the types of fasteners that you're seeing? What's different from what you saw, 10 years ago?
Head design, a lot of custom design on the heads, threads. Sometimes you have a partial thread, you don't have a thread all the way up the shaft. One of the things that's changed, probably the biggest change we've seen, is the tight tolerances. Their tolerances have been tightened up, as far as and which leads to better quality and repeatability as far as the machining goes. But probably I would say that the number one thing is the tighter tolerances that, especially in the automotive industry, require.
What other types of specifications do fastener manufacturers have to meet?
Well, one of the things that they like to meet is ASTM A967, which is a passivation specification. Most people are used to passivating fasteners, but to get the extra benefits, the electropolishing, it does include the requirements for passivation. One of the specs that we certify to a lot is ASTM B912, which is the use of electropolishing for purposes of passivation. So they require, a lot of these companies are requiring more than just the standard passivation what they've seen in the past.
What are some of the other challenges faced by the fastener industry?
One of the big thing is obviously overseas competition. Rockford, Illinois, years ago used to be the fastener capital of the world. And as labor increased, people started looking to save money, and so they started partnering up with people overseas. And a lot of companies, they built facilities overseas because they have, they have plenty of cheap labor, and also open up, capacity issues as well. But yeah, and also, we've had the situation with the tariffs. That's been a big issue here because those companies who are importing the raw materials and still trying to be competitive here are having a tough time, and they're being forced to, in many cases, import foreign parts.
So how does Able help? What problems does Able and electropolishing help solve for fastener manufacturers?
Well, one of the things is we have bulk electropolishing, which is obviously a lot less costly than rack electropolishing. And we also we operate 3 shifts, 5 days a week here, so we can turn around high volume orders of parts. We've implemented a lot of automated equipment. We've spent millions of dollars implementing that, and so we can handle not only the volume, but also we can have good repeatability with our bulk process. We've come up with an automation enhanced process, which helps with uniformity. It's an automated agitation system that we have. So those two big things. I mean, when you're dealing with tight margin, close margins, it's they're looking to save pennies, which with the volume it definitely adds up.
So is that automation enhanced bulk electropolishing a differentiator? Is that a process that Able created?
It is. It is something. It is a differentiator. There are people who do bulk electropolishing, but they don't do a very good job of it. We've taken it to the next step. In order for us to win business, we've had to have improved throughput, and with the throughput, we also have to have repeatability with our quality. So it's something that's homegrown here, something that we developed, and it's something that our customers are they're very proud of what we've done. The big thing is that you have with the bulk process, you have variation in the removal on the parts. You can have anywhere from 0.2 to 1,000 traditionally. We've tightened that up, so you have less variation from part to part, not only in the size but also in the aesthetics.
What are the advantages of electropolishing for fasteners?
Well, one of the big ones is it eliminates galling by removing burrs, micro burrs. You eliminate the potential of parts seizing up in an assembly line. Also, the parts that we do for automotive applications, fire trucks, semi trucks, they're on the road all the time. They're concerned about corrosion from road salts. So corrosion is a big one as well. Where a lot of these parts, they're spec'd out with salt spray test requirements that they have to meet. And then micro-inch finish, we're able to improve the micro-inch finish by up to 50% with the electropolishing, which enables some of these people to be able to make the parts per print. Fatigue life improvement, we're removing the fissures and cracks in the material so that you don't have any situation with premature failure.
Are there other services that you provide to fastener manufacturers?
We do. In some cases, some people might want us to degrease the parts. We have vacuum vapor degreasing. We also offer nitric and citric passivation. But mainly, most of the work that we do in as far as fastener finishing is done with the bulk electropolishing.
Okay. So what's the best way to learn more about the services that Able can provide for fastener manufacturers?
Well, we have a lot of information on our website. We have We have pages for the specific industries, but we also have information that's geared toward the fastener industry. So I would welcome you to go on and use our new AI search, which you'll search through hundreds of pages of content that we have. I think you'll find it very helpful. And if you're interested, we're always willing to run free samples. You'll see when you get onto our website, right on our homepage, you can see the sample request button. You just you can fill out a transmittal form and send samples in to us that we do free of charge and normally turn around in 24 to 48 hours. You can also go on there and you can also request a quote. You can upload a drawing and we can get you a quote. So if you're like, before I get too far into this, I want to know a ballpark price, or you want to know how much it costs, we'd be happy to work up a quote for you as well.
How does the free sample process work? Is there a minimum or number of parts that someone would have to send in, or?
There is. With the bulk, we try to replicate production as much as we can. We like a minimum of 250 samples as far as bulk. And at the same time, we can actually run some parts with rack as well. So typically with rack, we only need like a dozen parts. But a lot of people, they're not quite sure what process that they need. So we'll run bulk and rack samples at the same time. So, but yeah, if you could, give us enough to experiment with, and this way we can give you something that's going to be representative of production.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good place to start and maybe a good place for us to finish. That was very informative, and thank all of you for watching. For more information, you can visit the Able Electropolishing website, or you can reach out by phone to learn more about Able solutions for the fastener industry. Thank you.
Thanks for listening.